Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about a layout I made with my May Scraptastic Kit, and it's a picture of my parents being smart Alex on our trip coming out east. And you can see it's titled, Listen Up, Time to Stretch Everybody Out. So you'll see me build this layout, but my parents, being older and my dad has had heart surgery prior, and so he's missing his whole Savina's leg. I'm sorry, artery. Anyway, they took that for the bypass, for his heart bypass, so his leg can ache and swell and stuff. And with a lot of the moving and the lifting and things, Eric and I tried to do most of it, but him being a proud, stubborn Italian, I wonder where I get it from. I have no clue. No, I totally know where I get it from. My mother's French too, so I guess that doesn't help. But anyway, I told him, I said, every few hours, I want us to get out and walk around and stretch, no DVTs on my shift, and that's deep vein thrombosis, which meaning you can just get blood clots and stuff. If you're traveling for long periods of time, you're pregnant, you have leg issues, you've had surgeries or whatever, it's just healthy anyway, every few hours to get out and walk around. At least extend your leg and rotate your ankles and such. Okay, that's a nursing student coming out at me, but it's just a good idea to keep circulation moving, don't let your blood pool, etc. So he looked at me, he's like, Rob, we're fine. Let's just keep plugging along. I'm like, Dad, we're getting out, we're walking, or we're stretching, and you're going to love it. And he goes, when did you get so bossy? I said, I'm driving the car, I'm the captain of the ship. And he just shook his head. So we get out at this rest stop, right? So my parents look at each other. And I'm like, all right, everybody stretch, because they're just standing there. And so they start, my dad does this like Superman thing. And then my mom joins in like a cheerleader, and both of her arms go up in the air. And they're doing these silly movements. And everybody, there's at least 3 other cars near us. And they're just laughing. They're just cracking up laughing. And so I just joined in. What else can you do? Well, I took pictures first. And I cannot believe my dad cooperated. But so anyway, this kit was perfect, and let me tell you why. Okay, so this May kit, was very telephone themed, but it had some wonderful ephemera pieces when I was looking through it, like they say things like what the what, or this is between you and me, or listen up, or whatever. I use them kind of smart alecky because that's just how my family, we tease each other like that. We're just very smart assy, just like my page a few layouts ago said. Anyway, it's just how we work with each other. So I used them like that. I picked out all the ones that I thought could apply, which you'll see later on as I'm doing the close-ups and stuff. It just worked out perfect. I'm just in love with this page. So basically, I just took this ledger paper. I wanted kind of a neutral background, but not too neutral. And I'm using my ruler to help me tear. And I think I decided to keep that straight, which I really like that look. And I picked that up from Sandra. She does that quite a bit. So thank you, Sandy. I love this paper right here. And I'm sad I didn't get more of it, but it's from the Now and Then collection, and I'm just doing some layering right now. But really, yeah, my parents drew so much attention to themselves every time we would get out and do this, but this was the first time, and so it was just kind of our thing after that, just to act silly when it was time to get out and move around and stuff. And at the beginning, I did it a little more often, and I kind of laxed up as the trip went on. I didn't make them stop quite as often, but we did get out. We did get out and walk around and stretch and stuff. But my parents had fun on this trip. I mean, what else can you do? Now, my dad wanted to drive really, really bad, I think, instead of just enjoying. But he's always, growing up, he was always the driver. And after my grandmother's funeral a couple summers ago, I decided to drive back because it was wearing on my parents. Even though it was my mother's mother, my dad knew her longer than he knew his own mother before she passed, so he was very close to her. And so I decided after that trip that I wanted to drive back from Oregon to Washington. So he said, I'm seeing things I never noticed before. I said, well, because you were always driving. You were paying attention to the road. So he didn't mind that much. But I said, listen, Eric's driving the U-Haul cross country. I said, I cannot let him say he drove cross country and I didn't. So call it competitiveness, I don't know. But basically, I wanted my dad to rest and not be stressed out with traffic and, you know, just enjoy the move. And I knew he was a little sad leaving, and but I felt better. So anyway, so you can see up at the top, I'm starting to build this title, and that one says "Listen Up." I'm not quite sure what else I wanted to do yet as far as the title goes. I decided to pull out, I was looking for some darker, thicker letter stickers to use. And I came across a set I really liked because they were tall and thin like stretch. And then I decided to stretch out the word stretch as well, literally. And it had a lot of ease to it. So I'll show you, or I showed it to you in the beginning, I think. So you'll see what I used. But you can see all these little pieces. One of them says whatev. And another round piece says okie dokie, and because he finally gave in. It was just fun to make. I was giggling the whole time making it. I pulled out these Karen Webster letter things. It's from a pet collection. You've seen me use them before. And these little red alphas just matched perfectly with the red that was in the papers and such. So, and I had enough of them to build this title, because this title was going to be big and long, so I didn't want it taking up the whole page with larger stickers. So it just worked out. So it says, listen up, it's time to get out. Wait, listen up. Of course, I don't have the paper in front of me. I'm sorry, I'm just having a brain dump right now. I can't remember. I'll hold it up and you'll see it in a minute. Oh, it's time. Listen up. It's time to stretch. And then underneath that, I'll put everybody out again. So it was kind of funny because I ran out. I needed one more T for the out at the very end of the title. So I had to use an I, but I covered it up with a little ephemera piece that was shaped as a banner. So I had the little point of the banner covering up the lower, the I goes across, down, and across. So it's covering up the lower bit. So it looks like a T. I thought it was brilliant. But you see here, I like to run my tape runner across just because these stickers are older. And I do them pretty much for all flat little stickers. It just helps keep them on the page. I know that they won't come off, and it's easier to do it in one long strip than cover it up and just rub off what shows through than trying to put glue on the back of each and every single little thing. So that's a good little tip for you. But they had a clear acetate tag, which you see in the, oh, okay, I'm now working on it. It's on the left hand side. I mounted it on the craft tag that came in the kit. They didn't match up perfectly. So what I did was I adhered it up top, and then I just cut around the acetate. I cut the craft tag where it didn't fit the acetate tag, so now it looks like it came together. And I'll hold it all up so you can read all these little phrases. But yeah, I just loved how they came out funny, and it was just another great way to use a kit in a way that it wasn't intended to. So also, these kits are I love them so much. They are so versatile. When you're thinking it's super themed, it's really not. You just have to kind of look at it outside the box and pick up one piece at a time and say, what else could I do with this? And if you come up with a theme for that piece, you'll find others that could follow. So that's my advice to you. But most of the time they are not themed, but this one seemed more themey to me. But yeah, I've really, really enjoyed these kits. I didn't start getting these kits until May, and it has just helped me produce so many more scrapbooking pages than just staring at everything I have in my room, not knowing what to put. I mean, I can do it. I can put things together, but it's just faster. I get more done. And this fall, every fall I go to a crop with my mother-in-law and my cousin, Eric's cousin, and her friend. And so this year I'm taking my kits. And then I'll take, of course, my circle punch and my 6x6 paper pads, but mainly the kits, because it has paper, cardstock, embellishments, ephemera. I'll take some mists, but this way I think really I can cut down on what I bring, because girl, let me tell you, I bring some stuff. And my husband just cracks up because I'm packing the car. Literally, it's packed when I roll out of here. But it's nothing compared, well, it's over excessive to some women that come with just a few things, but I think they're more planned out, but you should see other women coming in. I bring nothing compared to what they bring. So it's a lot of fun to see what people bring and what you actually use. And, so I just think it'll really cut down. I think I'll make more pages than I have before in the past. So I'm really excited about all that. Can't wait. I'm looking for more crops to go to around, but there's just, I'm willing to travel a little bit, but I'm in nursing school, so that'll be easier to do after December, and because I graduate, yay, Lord willing. Everybody pray for me. Oh, I also put a flare up there. It says lucky us, and I think the flare was made for, oh, lucky us, we're so lucky and everything's wonderful, but I used it as my dad going, huh, lucky us, time to get out and stretch again. So they're so cute. I wish you guys could see them. They're adorable. Mom finally got on Facebook a couple years ago. She didn't want to no part of it for years. She's like, I don't want to. Now you can't get her off. That is her hobby. Well, my Facebook page is her hobby. So she's so cute about it, though. I'm trying to get her on other social media, and she wants no part of it. I'm like, Mom, you didn't want any part of Facebook either, but, Oh, and I did start a blog. So if you would go over, if you would like to follow me, I would love to have you. It is www.robinvoak.blogspot.com. And that's all together, and I'll put it in the link below. And go check it out. Lots of fun. Now I'm adding 3 different colors of enamel dots. I'm using a deeper teal, I'm using a red, and I'm using an aqua. Just going to do some quick journaling here, telling about the story. And I will hold it up so you all can read all these little acetate pieces, which just come together and build the story up. I like it. But I so appreciate each and every one of you. I have some fantastic subscribers. My old subscribers, my new subscribers, you guys are just wonderful. You're so sweet. I love and adore the friends I've made on here. I think I learn something every day, and people tell me that I inspire them at least once or twice a day, and that just makes me so happy because I love this hobby so much anyway. And when you tell me that I inspire you to do something, or you also send me pictures, or you tag me on Facebook, and sometimes you put them on my videos of projects that you came up with based on something I did, and that makes me so happy inside. Like, wow, that's so great. And I'm going to try and do more of that myself. I'm going to look at some of your guys' stuff and you inspire me anyway, but tag you back and say, hey, this is what I did based on your thing. So that's what I really want to try and come up with. So here we go for some close-ups. So it says, listen up. I added some ... It's time to stretch everyone out. And I used some navy Heidi Gold or Heidi Swap mist. There's that lucky us. I put the date up there. And on the ledger paper, it looked like it had staples. I just actually went over with my tiny attachment actually. Oh, it says, we must have had a bad connection. Like, he doesn't want to hear me. And then it's like, OMG, whatevs, okie dokie, you and me talk the talk. Dad and I can talk some smack, so it's kind of funny. So anyway, we did have some good times. And then this acetate tag says, oh, no, you didn't. Oh, yes, I did. This is between you and me. So me and you, whatever. So here's the story. But again, thank you for joining me. Check out my blog, and I will see you on the next video. Everyone, take care. Bye-bye.